إلا ليعبدوا Allah. This is an obligation, but Allah will never accept it unless مخلصين له الدين حنفاء. That مخلصين and حنفاء. مخلص, you have to be pure. Your intention must be pure. At the same time, you have to decline and incline and take yourself away every kind of divinity and deity except Allah. And then وَيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةِ. This is the action of the body and the speech of the tongue. وَيُؤْتُ الزَّكَاةِ وَذَلِكَ دِينُ. This is the deen of straight path and righteousness. Then you cannot be considered righteous unless you have the three things together. It's okay. Alhamdulillah. Then we are going to apply the same principle in every single and every kind of al-ibadat. It's okay? If I take, for example, as-siyam, what are, before we go there, then we have defined first al-iman, second the three branches of al-iman. But what are the statutes of al-iman? The legal statutes of al-iman, the ruling of al-iman. Who can tell us? In Islam, we have 5 rulings. The first, al-wajib, everybody? Al-wajibu. The second, al-mandubu. The third, al-mubah. The fourth, al-haram. The fifth, al-makruh. Then whatever action, whatever thing we have to deal with it in Sharia, it will take one of the 5 regulations: obligatory, compulsory. Either it is an obligation or wajib, or mandub, non-obligatory, or mubah, permissible, or haram, prohibited, or makruh, blamable. It's okay? All the time. Al-ahkam al-shar'iyyah al-taklifiyya 5: al-wajib, al-mandub, al-mubah, al-haram, and al-makruh. What is the regulation of al-iman? It is prohibited to believe. Hal al-iman haram? Al-iman haram? Makruh? Mubah? Mandub? Then what is it? Wajib. It is a wajib. A wajib is that Allah has required to do it compulsory. You have to do it, and there is no excuse. You cannot escape from doing it. It's okay. This is al-wajib. For example, Salatul al-Isha, wajib? Wajib? Salatul Zuhr, wajib? Salatul Asr, wajiba? Salatul Fajr, wajiba? Salatul al-Witr, wajiba? Huh? Huh?
Yes.
No, yes, not yes.
Yes.
Yes?
No.
It is mandub. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم 5 صلوات كتبهن الله على العباد في الليل والنهار. Or we have only 7. 7 prayers which are obligatory.
Yeah, okay.
Who can remember the 7 prayers? 7.
Yeah.
In your Islamic life, 7 prayers are obligatory.
The 5 plus the 2 before 5.
No.
The 5.
I think it's Juma and Janaza.
Thank you so much. Salatul Jumu'ah, Salatul Janaza, and every day 5 at-takbir. You see? Then we have 7 prayers which are obligatory. خمس في كل ليل ونهار وصلاة الجمعة في كل أسبوع وصلاة الجنازة. Occasionally, if I die, you have to pray obligatory on my. It's okay. Then we have 7 obligatory prayer, 5 daily, 1 weekly, and we over linked to circumstances. It's okay. Alhamdulillah. How many fasting are obligatory? How many? Huh?
One.
One?
Ramadan, one.
One?
One. One.
Two? No. How كم صيام كان واجبا؟
Right. One.
كم صياما؟
One.
No. 7. Yes. You don't accept?
No, let's
Let's go. The first, Ramadan. The second, I tell my wife, I consider you like my mom. Then this is all of the heart. You are my mom. Then I won't touch you. I have forbid you upon myself. This is possible. قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها وتشتكي إلى الله. But what Allah is saying here? والذين يظاهرون. Continue.
والذين يظاهرون منكم
من نسائهم
ثم
ثم
يعودون
يعودون لما قالوا فتحرير رقبة مؤمنة من قبل أن يتماسا فمن لم يستطع فإطعام 60 مسكينا ذلك لتؤمنوا بالله.
وتلك حدود الله والكافرون عذاب
هكذا. Yes, we last one. ومن لم يستطع
فصيام شهرين متتابعين.
You see, فمن لم يستطع فصيام شهرين متتابعين. Then to fast 2 months because you have sworn, I will never touch you. I consider you like my mom, and you think it is a divorce. And scholar tells you no, it's not a divorce. But you cannot touch your wife unless you fast. Then they are obligatory. It's okay?
But then you have option.
Huh?
Allah make option.
Huh?
Allah make 2 options.
Even.
Yeah.
But it is an obligation. You see? Then you can fast or you can free.
Slave.
You can
slave,
you can
yes.
free a slave or you can food
Miskin.
feed Sagrullah. It's okay. Then this is the second obligatory fasting.
That fasting, the 2 months, he has to be straight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Then the third is somebody is my brother, something happens between us, and wallahi, I will never talk to you. Wallahi, you are unjust. I will never talk to you. And Abdul Rashid said, oh no, this is not possible. You have to talk to your brother, but you have to fast
3 days.
3 days. This is also an obligation. Or I kill someone unintentionally. I have to fast 2 months. It is also an obligation. Then I'm a woman. I have my menses. Then I cannot fast during Ramadan. I have to
Okay.
make up. Then this also an obligation. And I am I have been to Hajj. Thank you, Mansoor. Then I have made tomatoes because there are 2 ways to perform Hajj: Al-Qiran, Al-Ifrad, Al-Tamattu. Then I have been there. I haven't a sacrificial animal to slaughter. I'm mutamatti. Then فمن لم يجد فصيام 3 أيام في وسبعة إذا تلك عشرة كاملة لمن لم يكن أهلها. Then I have 10 days. These are also an obligation. Then there are 7. You see? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Then we have 7 obligatory prayers, 7 obligatory fasting. And how many zakawat we have? How many times we have to spend our money obligatory? Many. You give him money, spend money. There are many ways obligatory to spend your money. Then zakat is among them. But what are the others?
Zakat? And if you
Yes, it is already mentioned.
Yeah, okay. If your father is obligatory to support your family?
Before every day.
في سبيل الله.
Before every day. Before zakat, before every day. Everything else.
Your family?
Before your family.
It's yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Then it is an obligation to feed yourself. قال الله كلوا واشربوا. Then to feed yourself and to extinguish your thirst is an obligation upon you before everybody. This is the first expense you have to do towards yourself. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ابدأ بنفسك ومن تعلو. Then you begin by, you feed yourself, you nourish yourself, you nurture yourself. Then you drink the necessary water to your life, you eat the necessary food to your life, you wear the necessary clothes to your. This is the first obligation in terms of spending money. It's okay? Alhamdulillah. And the second,
Your family?
if you are married,
Married.
but you cannot be married unless you have spent some money. This also is an obligation. Before you have a wife, you have to spend some money. This is also an. Before you create and you found a family, you have to spend something. What is it? The jewelry. This is also an obligation because I cannot have a wife without spending al-mahru. قال الله سبحانه آتوا النساء صدقاتهن نحلة. That if I take you as my spouse, before the conclusion of the marriage, I have to spend this money. It is an obligation. This is the third. The fourth.
Feed family.
Yes, my wife, if she has children, I have also to spend on them. It's okay. And also so on. Then
My parents?
my parents, if they are poor, we're having any kind of ability or possibility to nourish them. Then after zakat, it doesn't come unless you have finished all that. It's okay? I don't give zakat unless I'm able to feed myself, my families. It's okay?
Yeah.
Then zakat comes very
Far.
far. Then I have to have money to spend on myself, my family. And if there is a residue, then I can spend it as zakat. But before zakat, there is something, because if zakat, no, Master. Something is more important than zakat. What is it? Because if it is here, there is no zakat. If I have $10,000 during the whole year, but something is here, it can prevent me.
Hajj, right?
No. It can prevent me to make zakat if it is here.
Sidwar fi sabilillah.
No, it is an obligation. If you owe someone,
Accredit.
I have to
Pay first.
pay my debt. Then if there is zakat, I have 10,000 during 1 year, 10,000 we complete year. But this man, I owe him 10,000. I cannot give zakat.
No.
Zakat is invalid. You see, Then with loads and with depth you have to begin by them. Alhamdulillah. And after with depths, there is something also bigger than zakat. What is it?
Bigger than zakat.
Bigger than zakat. I'm a slave. I want to free myself. That the money I have to pay is bigger than zakat because I want to be free. Then my freedom is bigger than zakat. It's okay. Then all these also the expenses they are obligatory. Alhamdulillah. Then we can go like that, so and so on. It's okay. But what I want to show you, every single ibadah you take it, it is characterized by the rulings, and there are 5: al-wajib, al-sunnah, al-ibaha, al-hurma, and al-karaha. This is very important. That everything you do here in this field, they are characterized by the 5 rulings: wajib, sunnah. Everybody, wajib, sunnah, mubah, haram, makruh. 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 For example, I want to pray. What is the ruling of aniyah? Yes. Yes. What is its ruling? Wajib. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Look at Allahu Akbar. Takbiratul Ihram. What is its ruling?
Wajib.
But making your 2 hands like that. What is the ruling? Sunnah. The reading of Al-Fatiha. What is its ruling?
Wajib.
But the surah? Sunnah. Allahu Akbar. What is the ruling of this Allahu Akbar? But the bowing?
Ruku is wajib.
Wajib. Taking with 2 knees? Sunnah.
Sunnah.
Subhana Rabbi al-Azim?
Sunnah. No, sunnah.
Sunnah. Sami Allahu liman hamidah? Sunnah. Rabbana lakal hamd? And this standing? Wajib. The prostration? To raise from it? To go again? Alhamdulillah. You see, that if you take Islam, all the rulings you have, you can apply to every single action. I'm praying. Hey, come here, Bubakar. Come here, Bubakar. This is haram. I'm praying. This is makruh. But I'm praying.
That's haram.
You see? Then you can do any action unless it is characterized by one of the 5 rulings in al-ibadah and in al-mu'amalat. This is the rule of Allah, and this is called al-sharia again. Don't do something unless you know the ruling. It's okay? Don't do anything unless you know exactly the ruling of it. Then you will be guided. But if you do something you don't know the ruling, you are not guided. And also problem today in our community, there are some preachers who want to preach, but they don't know the rulings.
That's the big problem. Yeah.
They don't know the rulings. And this is a big problem inside the community. It is an internal cataclysm in the community. Then we have to be able to eradicate it, to pulverize it.
Yeah, I want to ask a question because sometimes when it's the time to prayer, you're going to hear some brother,
they make near to Salatul Asri, Yawmul Lusnaini, this and this. This is Sunnah or is what?
This is bid'ah muharrama. Then what is a bid'ah? To bring an action in ignoring the rulings. Because if you bring a new action and you are not the ruler, what will be the ruling of this action? We don't know. Some people, when they are praying, they do like that.
Yeah, wallahi.
You see, it is true. Even right now, you see it.
Yeah.
Some people,
Yeah, yeah.
yesterday or day before yesterday, we were in a funeral. We were making supplication. Amen, 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 amen. No, all this is innovation, and it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
For example, I'm praying. I sit down like that. I'm not sick. I'm not ill. Like that. Some people they do that.
Yeah.
It is an innovation because you don't know its ruling. Then whatever you do, before doing it, you have to know the ruling. If it is about the tongue, what is the ruling? Allahu Akbar. It is tongue action. But what is the ruling? Because we have two types of Allahu Akbar. The first Allahu Akbar, what is its ruling? Wajib. But after that, all the Allahu Akbar, they are not obligatory. You see? Then look at أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. You are praying and you are doing the same like I'm doing. It is an innovation because you don't know this ruling. Then every single action is followed by its ruling. And its ruling is between the five I have mentioned. But plus over the five we have 14 ruling. You have to know all these stuff. Inshallah, we are going to mention them and you repeat after me. For example, I pray Zuhr at time. Where is the ruling here? I pray Zuhr at time. I pray As at time. I pray Maghrib at time. I pray Isha at time. I pray Fajr at time. I have done the action at time, decided, established, and regulated by God subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is called al-ada'u. It's okay? Everybody, al-ada'u. 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 But I have taken my ablution. I came. It is 11 o'clock. Then it is not time to pray. But I didn't know it. I came, I prayed, I have performed 4 rak'ah. After because I was drawn into mistake because I didn't read very correctly my watch. It was only 11, but supposedly I took it as 1 o'clock. I finished and I have an appointment at 1:30. I say, it's 11:30. This prayer is not valid. Why? Because the circumstance is not didn't happen again. Then if I take away the circumstance of the action is invalid. Then what I have to do? Then this is called al-i'ada. Everybody? Al-i'ada. Then I sleep. It is time, the time of Zuhr is between 12:30 to 2 o'clock. But I have slept very deeply and I woke up at 5 o'clock. I have to pray Zuhr or not?
Yes.
This is called al-qada. It's okay? I'm al-qada'u. Then I have prayed Zuhr. How many rak'at? 4. But if I do it with 4 raka'ah, it is called al-azima. You see? Everybody, al-azima. I'm traveling from here to Philadelphia. Then I can shorten. Instead of 4, I can do 2. This is called al-rukhsa. You see? This is how many? Al-ada'u, al-i'adatu, al-qada'u, al-azimatu, al-rukhsa. 5 plus 5, it is 10. And we have 9 also rulings. For example, the time of everything is called a sabab. The circumstance, material circumstance, apparent circumstance for every action is called a sabab. What is the sabab of Zuhr? Duluku shams. قال الله وأقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس. And we have also in interior, we pray, inside we pray, we have many actions. What are the actions we have to do obligatory during a salat? At least 20 intention. Takbiratul ihram, al-qiyam laha, al-fatiha, al-qiyam laha, al-ruku, al-raf minhu, al-sajdatul ula, al-raf minha, al-sajdatul thaniya, al-raf minha, al-tumanina, al-i'tidal, التشهد الأول الصلاة على النبي التشهد الثاني متابعة الإمام ترتيب. Then all this you see, there are pillars, but they are inside the prayer. You see? Then we have the circumstance we call, and also we have pillars. But over pillars we have also something very important, the condition. If I want to pray, there are some conditions I have to satisfy. For example, al-tahara. This is the first. After that, istiqbal al-qibla. After that, sitr al-awra. Jugar. After that, sutra. After that, you see that, but there are external about the prayer. You cannot do. I can, for example, right now, I'm facing the Qibla, but I'm not praying. I can take my wudu, but I don't pray. I can wear my, but I don't pray. That the condition they are outside the prayer. The pillar they are inside the prayer, and because they are always be before the prayer. So you see, then this is very important. Then we have ruknu, shartu, sababu, and we have mani. For example, I have had a pollution, erotic pollution. Can I pray without taking a bath? No, this is not possible. هكذا.
لمن انت ماشي يعني
عليك
الوقت.
نعم.
تروي القضاء يعني او كيف يعني؟
القضاء إذا كنت مثلا في النوم واستغرقت في النوم وخرج الوقت فعليك القضاء.
لو انت ماشي يعني مسافر يعني دل عليك الوقت يعني.
نفس الشيء.
لانه هو القضاء يعني.
نعم. لأن في السفر لك رخصة. يمكن أن تجمع بين الصلاتين، مثلا تصلي الظهر مع العصر معا، جمعا أو قصرا أو جمعا فقط لا قصرا. الحمد لله، هذه تسمى رخصة. الحمد لله. Then you see, merci beaucoup. You see all the things we are. Then this is called a Sharia, Shari'atul Ibadat. Everybody, Shari'atul Ibadat, and we have Shari'atul Mu'amalat. Today, Muslims are so interested to Shari'atul Ibadat, the laws of devotion, religious practices. But we are not so interested with Shari'atul al-Mu'amalat. This is something we see everywhere. Then today, if you tell people, I want to apply and to perform a Sharia, they don't understand anything. They think you want to
Cut the hand.
or you want to, this only we think that
No.
this is not Sharia. A Sharia it is global thing. It is not a fragmentary portion. You can take fragment from each portion of it to pretend to apply with Sharia. If you want to apply with Sharia, tatbiq Sharia, you take the two bodies and you give it them. Al-ibadatu wal mu'amalatu. And if you are able to accomplish the two things together, this is what Allah has required from us. This is what Allah has required from us as believers. Then you have to do your best to apply the two bodies. It's okay? Alhamdulillah. Then if you have some objections, some question, or some commentaries, you can do it because it is already time to pray. Huh? Alhamdulillah. Who didn't understand anything? Who understood everything?
I understand a little bit. Just little bit.
We have to keep everything because we need that. Hmm? Hmm. Yes. Between us. Yes, yes. They can be peaceful or worried. Sheikh.
الدين المعاملة.
نعم.
ما معناه؟
معنى ذلك لأن كثيرا من الناس يظنون أن الدين بينك وبين الله فقط.
لا. دين معاملة مع العشر.
لا انتظر. بعض الناس يظنون إذا صليت وزكيت وحججت انتهى. ولكن لا بد من أن تراعي حقوق الناس. إذا صليت وزكيت وحججت ولم تراعي حقوق الناس ينقص دينك، بل يمكن أن يبطل دينك. إذا لابد من الاثنين، أولا العبادات التي بينك وبين ربك ثم المعاملة. Like the question here is very interesting. Some people tell the religion is also the social relations. This is very important to be known. Some people think if I pray, I make my zakat, I fast, I make my pilgrim, this is between you and Allah. But I can destroy your rights, I can take off and take away your rights. They think they are believers. No, your belief is incomplete. It is imperfect. You have to change your behavior because there are many verses in the Quran and many ahadith which tell us to not provoke this kind of behavior, to not be harmful to the others, because at the same time you lose